Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for One Piece chapter 913. And to start off with, the very beginning had me face palming and basically just saying, yeah, Zoro, I totally feel you. Which is the whole scene of Luffy of basically fighting while holding the sword. Like, seriously, Luffy, if you're like the thing, like Zoro pretty much said it himself. Luffy wasn't even using the damn sword. So, Luffy, if you're not gonna use the damn sword, then give it to the man who actually knows how to use it. And of course, I'm saying that because A, it's true, and B, I'll repeat what I said from my last review. Zoro wielding two Kitetsu Blades is very hype prospect. So get excited about, in order to get excited about, but the fact that we didn't get it yet shows Oda is going to keep us waiting a little longer and keep building it up until it actually happens. So, yeah, we're going to be waiting a little longer for that one, but in either case, even if Zoro didn't end up fully controlling the power of the swords, I would have just liked a little tease or something, like just just a little tease of him wielding just pretty much the two Kitetsu blades would have been nice. Like, give us, I would have liked or Oda to give us that, but no, he had to fucking give us Luffy's usual fucking antics with a weapon he doesn't even know how to use. Like, really, Luffy? Really? Like, would you? Eh, it's yeah, Luffy. Just pretty much, from this point on, just do us all favor and leave the sword fighting to Zoro. He's the master of that shit. I yeah, Luffy's just playing a samurai now here. He's just having fun. He's just playing at being a samurai now that he's in Wano. I guess I don't know. um, although although I will say to Zoro's, although we will say in terms of Zoro spotlight, we definitely got a lot of that. Like Zoro still pretty much did have a lot of spotlight in this episode, which to me, I'm saying good. Keep this up. Make this arc all about him, especially since as a swordsman, Wano is basically one giant playground to Zoro. So let him stretch swings. Let him go play. Let him just fully pretty much embrace everything that pretty much he is as a swordsman. Let him learn. Let him learn new things as a swordsman. Let him experience. Let him experience new things as a swordsman. Just let Zoro. Just let pretty much let this entire arc be about Zoro. Just keep Zoro as much in the spotlight as you humanly can, Oda, because that is the best thing you could probably do in this arc. Which I pretty much, again, just pretty much in the fact that we end up getting Zoro pretty much doing all the main fighting in this particular chapter does in fact prove something that Oda is in fact going to keep a lot of the spotlight on Zoro, which again, all for that shit. Like Zoro, there are a lot of people who love Zoro and they want him to get the exact same. And I'm sure, pretty much like me, I'm sure that they want him to get the exact same kind of spotlight and same kind of development that pretty much Sanji got in the whole Cake Island arc. Like, I don't know if it's gonna happen in this year or next year, but I want Oda to come out and say and declare that and declare soon that this is going to be like the year of Zoro or something like that. Like, I want that too. Although maybe he won't. Although maybe things keep going the way he does, maybe he won't need to say it. But yeah, I just want a year of Zoro. And I know I'm a total raving fanboy with this, but it's just true. I want like a year of just Zoro being a just Zoro developing and being a badass. I want that pretty much throughout this entire arc, which again is gonna happen, I'm sure. Um, and another thing we learn of Hawkins' devil fruit in this chapter, which is the straw fruit. And I'm not gonna lie, it's one of those things, those times where where his devil fruit being named the straw fruit was so blatantly obvious, just pretty much based on what his power was when it was first revealed on Sabati Archipelago. But it was, but but what pretty much Hawkins does with that power in this chapter is really kind of epic. Like like how he can literally manifest a straw demon monster from his sword now and control it like a puppet, showing that yeah he has developed a lot more variety in his techniques than pretty much just turning himself into that straw form, because in a lot of so a little development for Hawkins there too, which in a way, if you remember Sabati Archipelago, he that, that a lot of his techniques did in fact leave him a little vulnerable. So this kind of it still, I guess, in a way leaves him vulnerable, but it does kind of mix things up a little too, and I like that. Although 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 the one thing I'm kind of questioning right now is the limit to how many voodoo dolls he can make, because somehow after 2 years, I expected him to be able to I expected him to be able to make pretty much more than just 10. But then again, I don't know if it was ever revealed ever revealed in the pre-time skip as to how many he could actually make then. But yeah, even if he has developed, even if the amount of dolls he can create has actually increased, that seems like a still a pretty low number in order to create. Like I wasn't expecting anything major or anything, but as much of a major increase from there. But I expected maybe at least 15 or something like that. I don't know. It's one of those weird things where I don't know how to I don't know how to feel I don't know how to feel about that, because yeah, if all like I said, I'm really just kind of ballparking it there, because I completely forget as to how many dolls he was able to create in the pre time skip during the whole Sabati Archipelago arc. I imagine it was a little less than the 10, but yeah, it does, even then it does seem kind of like a small increase. I don't know. Maybe I just expect them to develop a little more in terms of that particular technique. I don't know. Although, like I said, he definitely compensates with of course with that whole straw demon sword technique, which again, a very epic technique for sure. Um, I also like how Hawkins' cards come into play in terms of the combat, in terms of a lot of the action in this chapter. Although just from the way they're being utilized, I can't hadn't me really questioning if it was true foresight that Hawkins was using, or just him taking action based on the cards with a little bit of the Straw Hats luck mixed in. Personally, I'm kind of going for the latter, considering the tea house lady that was introduced in this chapter did actually have a previous encounter with Zoro. I think it was the whole Hierophant card that Hawkins drew really was just the Hierophant card. It really didn't do much other than confirm something for Hawkins. So it's like yeah, I don't think that, honestly, I don't think those cards actually. I could be wrong, and maybe I'm not analyzing it right, but yeah, I don't know if those cards actually do much for them, and if they do, and if they actually do, if they actually are like predicting the future or something, or they're actually, or they're causing all of this, then that is pretty much some pretty those cards are some pretty random, and double-edged sword, or some double-edged sword, or some double-edged, or really a double-edged sword to him. Like they really don't do much for him. Now, the end of the chapter reveals Law's crew is in fact on the island as well, but with them being revealed, now the question is, where is Law himself? Because I have noticed he has been strangely absent ever since the Whole Cake Island arc was ever since this pretty much whole Wano arc began. So in that particular case, there are really two theories I've kind of come up with. Both are rather extreme. The first theory I have is that right now is that he's infiltrated even deeper into Kaido's territory than anywhere that the others have, and started the whole plan to take him in order to take Kaido down ahead of schedule. The second theory I have is that Law has been is the Law still pretty much tried is again similar to the first one, which is that Law attempted to infiltrate deeper into Kaido's territory, but ended up captured. If it's the second one, yeah, I think that is going to set up an interesting rescue operation for sure. But yeah, guys, just that's all I have for this review, and from just tell me what you think down below in the comment section. That's all I got, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Night of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.